Hey guys, still there, and welcome back to episode 11 of this series. In the previous episode, I was able to acquire a couple of fighters, and I have the Storm Riders aboard the 7 provinces, and I'm building my first mining fighter. Although these things do take a fair amount of time to build. The plan is for now to be building a couple of these on the provinces, because right now it's the only platform that's capable of producing fighters, and then slowly start transferring over wings of fighters to the Venture. The Vulture is supposedly also going to get an upgrade, but well, I'm a bit low on funds, 826,000. What I have found with the provinces is that she's alright for going into asteroid fields, but what I'd ideally be doing with this ship is fighting. And for that reason I'm going to transfer out my radar and use the object detector on a different ship. I'm going to have a little ship as a sort of assisting, well, let's call it a scout. Let's call it a small scout ship, because that's what it's going to be. So it's going to be really quite minimal, and it's going to be capable of quickly scouting out sectors, claiming asteroids, making a bit of money, and jumping over to the next sector. So let's find a new ship. This is going to be my Roadster. Turning speed is poor, yes, I would imagine so. It's going to be a pretty bare-bones ship. I will try to make it look fairly nice, but, well, I don't have trinium available, so titanium is what I'm going to have to use for now. I found that titanium, it's alright to build with, but the more you add to it, the heavier the ship becomes. And as the ship gets heavier, well, all of that stuff that makes the ship quick, it's pretty much a no-no, so I won't really be able to put too much armament, or, well, not any armament at all, too much armor and stuff like that on the ship. I might have a minimum of a shield generator, like an absolute minimum, so that I don't die on the first hit, but beyond that, not really. Let's go with a couple of titanium edges here, not that long, just this. There, same here. Alright, that's the bow of the ship. Titanium gyro array, the same width as this. This is gonna aid me with the roll, although it might actually be too much. Yeah, it's already too big. Alright, so that's one. Then one for yaw. And finally one for the pitch. Alright, so that fixes that. I also want an all-round thruster block, so that I can push the ship left and right as required. This is going to give me a fairly good acceleration. Oh, sorry, fairly good deceleration. I don't have an acceleration because I don't have any thrusters. No, I don't have any engines. At some point I'll learn this, but for now I just keep confusing these two. 945 points of shielding. And finally a neonite generator to power the whole craft. Requiring 252. Required or generated 106. And what I also want is a jump core. So that's something I'm going to have to build from trinium, hyperspace core. I want to have more of a range for this ship. And this is going to put the range at 6.3 sectors. And this is going to put it at 7.3. Do I need the last two? No, I don't. Okay, good. Then the last two are going to be a couple of energy containers, which means I can store just a bit more power. Then, once again, clone this edge, clone that edge, and now add the thrusters. I might be able to buy these out of trinium if they're not going to be turning out too expensive. Speed 304. Is that the best I can get? Because that's really pretty shit. 391. I'm going to need bigger engines. Let's say I do not go with the engines there, but with a really big engine here. 410. 485. 543. That's something I can live with. but my generator can't. So let's add another generator. 1.62. 2.19 out of 1.14. Very good. And let's see, I'll also need a couple of... Yeah, see? That's what I was worried about. The pitch blocks, the gyros, are now no longer powerful enough. What I can, however, do is just add a few blocks here to potentially help with pitch. Not really. Not really. Because if I build just the tiniest generator or gyro... No, that's the roll. That's too long. It's gonna... Oh, it's gonna add 1.62. It's not too bad. And then this one's gonna help with the pitch. There we go. Speed, 543. I'm gonna need a few engineers. I have plenty of power. The next thing that I need is a couple of upgrades. I only have 3 slots. The object detector is going to be key. The second one is going to be a better radar upgrade. Install that permanently to have a total of 3 sector range. And then better acceleration. It's going to give me 17% better acceleration. And I think that, well, barring anything better, this is pretty much the best thing that I can get. Right. I can make it look a little better, but this is where the trouble starts. Because if I start to add titanium edges to this ship, what's going to happen is that the ship gets heavier. And as the ship gets heavier, the ship is going to be more sluggish. So my top speed of 543 remains intact, but my mobility, or agility rather, does not. And it takes a small hit. Alright, I'm going to try something else here. First off, I'm going to paint the whole ship red. I mean, it is a roadster. Fire brick. Yes, that sounds about right. Of course, the glow from the generators really can't be helped. So that's something that's going to stay. Yep, these are all done. And what I want to try next is having a glow block. Now let's go with Naonite, because it's currently a resource that I really have a lot of. So that's going to be a light block or a glow block. I'll have to make it the smallest block possible, so skill step 0.05. That's sort of what I'm looking for. Let's see, how long is this thing? 13.5. 12, 13.3.5, gotcha. Now, adding it here, I'm not even sure I can do that. On an edge. No, that's the form itself. I don't think I can fix this. I do like that additional red glow, but maybe a slightly different color would be more to its service. That's brown, solar red. I quite like that. I quite like that. Okay, next. We're gonna need a name, a ship name. And I want that to be over here. Spin that around. Not like that. This angle. Oh, right. It's not one block. Now it's one block. The Roadster. Unfortunately, this block is a slightly different color. That was supposed to be, I think, fire brick. I'm still a bit sad that you seemingly, or at least I haven't figured out how, cannot change the color of the name of the ship. That's something that I don't believe you can change. Spin that around. I think the grid size is too... yeah, it's too limiting. There. The Roadster. Ready for service and good to go. That is, if I get crew. I'm going to need a couple of crew members. 3 engineers, 2 mechanics, and I should have enough personnel on the ship. Yep. Ready for service. Accelerates in almost no time at all, but decelerates in... in forever. Where am I possibly going to fit in? What's it called? An inertia dampener. Maybe in the stead of these things? That's going to aid with acceleration a bit. Look at that, acceleration 546 meters per second with a top speed of 543 meters per second. Sheesh. So you're really, really too fast. Deceleration 26. Uh-oh. Not generating enough power anymore. And I don't have the slots to add any more. Maybe I don't really need this one, but this one could help. And then I can change this into... oh, crap. Mirror mode on. Inertia dampener. Inertia dampener. Slow down 80 meters per second squared. Acceleration 472 out of 543. Yeah, I think we're good. And yes, the ship is going to be very weak compared to other ships in this region. Absolutely. This ship is not survivable in combat at all. Not with 945 points of shielding. But it'll pretty much outrun anything else. And that's the plan. Now what I'm looking for are not so much unknown energy signatures. But... oh crap, that's the only thing this thing can spot. I need a better radar. Anybody have a local equipment dock here? Please. There's one over there. Alright, provinces. I need you to jump. Just check out that one and then... oh, can't quite make it there. Just a bunch of asteroids. That's a repair dock and a trading dock. Or I jump to that unknown energy signature and then there. Maybe you can fetch me a better radar. In the meanwhile, I can look around, but there's really not that much that I can spot beyond the usual energy signatures. How long does it take for this ship to power up? 32.4 seconds. Excellent. This is yet another one of those elements of Avorion that I really appreciate. If you need a quick ship, and you can interpret that in both ways, if you need a ship quickly or if you need a fast ship, you can just get one. On the fly. This ship took me, what, 10 minutes to build, if that? And you could probably do it faster. Oh, those lines do look like they're floating over the ship. Not really what I was hoping. What do we have here? Ah, secret stash. See, this ship sails through these asteroids a hell of a lot easier. Let's just let her coast. I need to get to 200 meters. And here we are. Open that up. Tractor beam and a double railgun turret. Why, thank you. That's a weapon worth 212,000. Just like that. And according to my sensor, there's more to explore. Meanwhile, the provinces should almost be at the location. Yeah, not quite yet. Over here, there appears to be... oh, hold on. Somebody bought or found a radar upgrade. That's an object detector. That's the standard one. That is not what I need. Now I detect objects out to a range of what, 10? Almost 11 clicks. So I just need to get pretty close. The object detector will tell me where to go. Now in the meanwhile, the other ship should be mining trinium, because I know that the province is going to be pretty hungry for trinium, because it's building mining fighters. The Venture has a ton of trinium on board, but apparently is not full yet. This all looks empty. What sort of a rock is that? See, most people could probably just recognize that by sight, but I can't. Because I usually get Neonite and Xanian mixed up. But apparently this is a really big Neonite rock. Let's check out this asteroid field here. I'm not highlighting anything. Now, I don't mind doing 1 or 2 sweeps through a system that might have something useful in it, but I'll not spend hours looking for that one secret stash. Because I'm mostly going for the bigger loot, which in my preference is asteroids. Claiming asteroids is just a really nice, quick way to make some money. Especially if you have a fast little ship like this. Still not getting any pings here. These things are getting on my nerves, though. I don't like those. I'll copy them. And I'll put them preferably over here. Where they're actually attached to the ship. There, now they're attached to the ship. Over here, there does seem to be a pretty big chunk. A pretty big rock, big asteroid, but it only... I think it's deception. It's a bunch of asteroids behind each other. So it's not actually one big asteroid, is it? No, see? Sure enough, it's a big asteroid. But it's not claimable. Is it potentially concealing anything? Is that what we're looking at? Nope, not even that. Not even that. Okay. How much do I need to get another slot? 320. I got 232. Oh, that's a bit much. Now, I haven't been to this field yet, I think. Vulture says it cannot find any more wreckages. Okay, understood. Vulture. I need you to jump over and to start refining your materials so that the provinces can keep building. We need more fighters. Titanium, Neonite, Trinium, very nice. Alright, I'm going to swap over to the provinces, hoping that it has a better radar system over there at the equipment dock. Ah, the sector is still classified as a hazard zone. That's because I think the sector got hit by, oh, what was it, by either another faction or by pirates. Let's see, where's the equipment dock again? Turret factory. Military. Oh, the military outpost took a chunk of damage there. Here. What do you have for sale? Sensor-wise, radar upgrade. Yes, there we go. Deep scan range. +2 if I install it permanently. That's exactly what I'm looking for. let's head over there and go get it. In the meanwhile, how many fighters do we have? Almost completed one, and I'm gonna need, there we are, a lot more trinium to get the next one built. But at least now I have the resources to do so. Now the ship is pretty heavily armed, 2.13, but I do feel like I'm lagging behind a little bit behind other weapons, or behind other ships. There's not any really good weapons available though. There is a double naonite arm mining, which is I can do better. Alright, we're docked. Trade equipment, get me a better radar upgrade. Yep, that's the one. Alright, beyond that, I don't think I need much from this dock. Because if I'm going to get another turret, I would build that turret myself. I now have access to the exceptional tier. The exceptional tier has some really juicy weapons. Look at this, a Tesla turret. DPS of 1105. And that is with the basic variant. If I upgrade that, I'm going to be looking at a weapon that does 1348. Interestingly though, sometimes it seems like the rare turret is actually better. I don't quite know why, but sometimes the rare turret is better. Now, let's go back to the Roadster. And, oh right, I also need to get another, let's say, volunteer area where I can start salvaging wrecks. What sort of a sensor do I have on here? A deep scan range of +2. Right. I'll just get another one of those radars because they had 2. Oh, this is the one I need to be selecting. Alright, what do we have? Because I pretty much need to be making some more, well, corpses, shall we say, in order to get stuff for the ships to mine, especially for the vulture. If I happen to find a faction war, that would be outstanding, but they're sometimes a bit hard to find. Ooh, hello, pirate. Savage bandit. Is that the only one? No, there's 4 of them. Any big rocks that you guys are defending? I know this is not the job of the provinces, but sometimes you can just spot them with the naked eye. No, that's not quite one. Alright, what I'll do is just massacre these pirates, and because they are alone, they'll just spawn in a couple of reinforcements, so that the vulture can then get to work. Just munching on their corpses. Okay, that sounds a bit gross, but I hope you know what I mean. Oh yeah, right. Torpedoes. In another playthrough that I'm doing, I've had so many run-ins with torpedoes, and I've gotten so tired of said torpedoes that I have now enclosed my whole ship in anti-missile systems. So, whichever angle I happen to be attacked from by a torpedo, the anti-missile system, the Sea-Whiz, close-in weapon system will kill it. Come on. I'm already halfway through my shields. No, you're not. Okay, I was thinking about escaping there. Alright, new pirates, inbound, range, 30 kilometers out. Gonna hold position. Oh, you're engaging the merchant, are you? Mobile merchant joined and jumped in here. What do you have? Oh, nothing too interesting. If their attention is divided, I might be able to use that. Oh. Oh shit, they broke it up? They destroyed it. Interesting. Alright, Sunshine, you're first. Pretty pretty heavily shielded for a pirate at 18,000. At least early on. Oh, and by the way, as you might have already spotted, I reduced the size of the damage numbers. Because they were getting, and at least in my other playthrough, a bit overwhelming. I had so many weapons on that ship that I was getting completely overwhelmed with the number of, well, with the damage numbers, basically. There was so much going on. Come here. Let's get my fighter wing out. Defend me. There we go. Those lasers, that's the Storm Riders. And they'll do a bit of damage. And probably cause a distraction here and there. Now he's thinking of running. This one, however, is not. His mistake. One thing that I always run into with fighters is that the enemy is so much faster than your ship. Or than your fighters. So what ends up happening, you can see it with this ship, but you can also see it with this ship. They just end up running away at, well, I saw this thing zip past at 1500 meters per second. My fighters can do nowhere near that kind of speed. So what ends up happening is that I sort of chase after these ships with my ship, which is capable of doing about 12 to 1500 on a good day. And my fighters are just left behind. Fastest fighter that I've seen can do about 600 meters per second. And it's just not enough. You just need, well, either to break their engines or find some other way to slow down your target. Because if you don't, then they're just going to run off. Much like these pirates here. Here, I'm doing 1150. They're not getting away from me, but they're definitely getting away from my fighters. Because my fighter wing... I'm not even sure where my fighter wing is at the moment. Oh, there they are. It's only because this guy came back. And we already have a couple of new ships coming in. Alright, let the fighter wing take these guys out. Meanwhile, let's see if I can... Nope, not neutralize the torpedo. Firepower 1.1 Omicron. No shielding on this one. At least these missiles that I'm firing are tracking, which helps. Because the ship is taking a bit of a beating here. Come on. I need to make some wrecks. It's one less. Oh, damn torpedoes. I really need to get rid of those. There's another one. Not good enough. This time around, the ship's actually taking damage. Come on. Down. Still got a couple of torpedoes zipping around. Hold on. I don't have any slots. Oh, crap. Can I fix that? I don't really need the mining system. But a couple of armed turret slots would come in very handy. Repair, double Tesla, double laser, laser legendary, quad cannon, Tesla, pulse cannon. Here. Triple point defense chain gun turret. Requires 1 slot. Consider yourself hired. I'm gonna put you up here. That gives me room for 1 more slot. But unfortunately, I don't have any other point defense weapon systems. I do have 4 cannons? Okay. Next up. Set this thing up as its separate weapon group. Oh, I do have another turret. Another self-defense turret. Okay, where is it? Here. Yeah, so I got one on the belly and one on the top. Should be enough. Shoot it! There you go. Defensive system kicked in. That's the one on the top. And now your torpedoes have no power here. I have to be a bit careful with the ship because it's taken some damage and my shields are down. So any damage that impacts the hull now has a chance to deal some very serious damage. Fortunately, the Storm Riders are here to assist. And this guy is going down very quickly. Another 2 cannon turrets have been picked up. Ship destroyed. And now it's just this boy. This gentleman around here, who happens to keep slinging torpedoes my way. Oh, that could hit. Belly sea whiz. Top sea whiz. No, got him. Excellent. Anything else? Oh, I got a straggler here. Where do you think you're going? Gotcha. Alright, so that's all of them. Right. Now I need to call in the vulture. Vulture. Fresh meat. So start nomming on that. And if you need to go back and salvage or refine, then go do that. In the meanwhile, I could employ this ship as well, as it does have an empty civilian slot. I would need a refining... No, a salvaging turret. Or mining... it's double titanium. That's a pretty bad turret then. Double trinium R mining? No, that is worth it. I'll hold on to that one. Right, so there's not that much that these guys dropped, but they did give me a ton of cannons. 7 cannons is worth quite a lot. I could put them in the research bureau, the research station, and just try to get them up-tiered. But I don't really like cannon turrets, because they're a bit hard to hit with. If they hit, they do a ton of damage. If they don't hit, it's a waste of a shot. Oh! Oh dear, did I not put this turret on? 143% damage to shields. I am missing out on firepower. I put on a double... Oh. That's a really, really weird choice there. Double bolter. Yeah, this one definitely. Tesla turret. Just put it slightly behind. Alright. Let's make sure those guys are set up to the right weapon class. Or weapon slot. Slot 1. And this thing has seeker missiles. So that's my rocket launcher turret that'll pretty much always hit the target. And I have stolen goods in my cargo bay. Really? Stolen cacao? Or cocoa? Silver and water. Let's not pick up stolen stuff, shall we? I think that'd be in bad taste. Alright, let's switch back to the Roadster. Alright, now I can put both Alright, both vulture and 7 provinces. Salvage. Then go back. Then refine. Then go back. And start all over. Yep. So they're both going to be salvaging stuff now. Now I can switch the radar system on this ship. Normally I wouldn't recommend just dragging this thing out because you'll destroy it. But it's only a very cheap radar. I want to install my new radar system. The uncommon radar upgrade. Install that permanently. And now I can deep scan up to a range of 4 sectors. So now I can see what the interesting things in the neighboring sectors are. Oh, pirates. Hold on, these are pirates that are engaging each other. I think we wandered into a pirate war. Oh crap, that new upgrade requires more power than I can generate. Yeah, my margin just got really, really small. Let's upgrade the ship to trinium as much as I can to make it lighter. No, it's not too expensive. 2.72, 3.09, better. Any valuable objects here? Definitely. Whoa, shit! Definitely a big trinium rock. Sorry about that. I did not expect the company to arrive this quickly. There are valuable things. Damn it. In this sector. No, my Roadster. Stop killing the Roadster. Yikes. Well, that did it. Roadster destroyed. Right, you were destroyed. Do you want to spend a reconstruction token? No, because I'm probably pretty far away. So ideally, I would first jump to a sector where I actually have use of that ship and I'll reconstruct it there. The Venture is over here. And yeah, I'll switch to the provinces. So yeah, the provinces is, or the Roadster is a nice scout ship. But it's a little lacking outside of its scout ship role. And that's a problem. Hold on. Storm Riders, get back here. The Storm Riders were attacking the wreckage? That's unusual. Meanwhile, I'm picking up all sorts of good stuff. Double pulse cannon turret. Double rail gun. Maybe it's just time to head back to the equipment dock and start selling off this stuff. Let the vulture pick up everything here. I think it's currently nomming on one of those other wrecks up north. Oh. And now this one has picked up the cocoa, naonite, scrap iron. I think the vulture was eating away at the wreck of, well, what seemed to be the merchant that died. Alright, what do I not need? I do not need a repair turret. I do not need a double trinium mining laser. Double Tesla. Yeah, that's a pretty good weapon. This one, not so good. Another Tesla, weak turret, pulse cannon, plasma, laser, bolter, double bolter. Double point defense chain gun turret. No. Force turret. I'll hold on to the upgrades. Double force turret in case you want to push units away. Triple point defense chain gun turret. All the turrets I'll sell off. All the upgrades I'll hang on to. Because those things I can still refine into better stuff. Alright, as I'm on my way here, I can interact with the repair dock and tell them to repair one of my ships. The Roadster. So the Roadster is now back in the field. I might need to expand on that ship a bit, because it did die very quickly. I hadn't expected it to die quite that fast. Sell trash. Ooh, nice. 2.5 million for that. Anything good on offer today? Pulse cannon turrets. DPS is really low. Double cannon for 1.7 million. It's all cannons. Double laser turret. Not really. How about getting another turret? Tesla turret is very interesting. It's not even that expensive to build. Well, that's just the manufacturing cost. I'm still having to buy all the ingredients, of course. This, by the way, could make a pretty interesting weapon for a fighter. Double pulse cannon turret, because they chew right through a shield and go straight to the hull. 73% chance of penetrating shield. And that's per hit. So keep in mind that this is going to do a load of damage. And if you have a bunch of fighters, well, they can pretty much ignore the shields and go straight through it. Let's see, could I afford one of those and turn it into a fighter? Because either I can get better turrets for this ship, or for my fighters. So I would need 40 servos. Servos, check. I would need steel tubes. You don't have them. I would need ammunition. Nope. I would need standard steel. Check. Copper. Nope. Energy cells. Nope. Alright. Supplier. What I need was steel tubes. Nope. Ammunition. Ammunition S. I need ammunition S, and you're selling ammunition M. Wrong type. Steel check, copper check, energy cell. No. So that's not very interesting for me. Ammunition S I can buy here though. But where am I going to get my energy cells? Anybody else selling those? The research station, I believe, only buys stuff. Yeah, sell 2 station. Shipyard, I believe, also only buys stuff. Military outpost? Nope, sell 2 station. In that case, I might not be able to do it. I might not be able to build it. Trading post? Nope. Okay, so that's a no. That was a really neat opportunity to get a very powerful fighter. Double launcher turrets also really quite interesting because you can just keep lobbing these rockets at great range. 2.3 million to build. It's not even the most expensive that I've seen. In my game I have a launcher turret, pretty much the same as this one, which costs 15 million to build. 15 million. This is a very high amount of stuff that it needs. I don't think I'm going to be able to afford that. Not with the manufacturing cost as well. Double chain gun is okay, but the shells scatter very quick. Oh, double point defense laser, or sorry, point defense laser turret. That might be handy. Keep those missiles away from me, the torpedoes. High capacity lenses, firing out to greater range. Require steel crystal targeting systems. Could I get one of these? Because less torpedo damage equals less damage to the ship. Servos? Check. Laser heads? Not here. Laser compressors? Not here. High capacity lens? Nope. Steel? Check. Crystal? Check. Targeting systems? Targeting cards, but that's not the same thing. Turret supplier? Nope. No targeting systems. Alright, never mind. Let's switch back to the Roadster and go and get some more asteroids. Well, not get them, but, you know. Is there nothing to scan here? Huh. Just quickly jump to that sector then. Repair the ship. Interestingly, in the meanwhile, I could have the provinces mine over here. Because it has a mining fighter. Or potentially more than one at this point. So I might be able to do it. Let's check out that energy signature next. I'm flying around uninsured. Oh, a scrapyard! Fantastic. A scrapyard is a really nice place to just scrap stuff, as the name indicates. The thing is, you need a license to scrap here, or you're going to ruin reputation very, very quickly. So a scrapyard is where I can buy a salvaging license for 71,000, which is something you'll easily recoup. Get 1 or 2 good weapon systems and you got that. So that's something that the vulture could use. Alright, this sector looks like a bunch of factories. Cocoa, coffee. Yeah, it's not anything really interesting. There's not really anything deep to scan here, is there? Next unknown energy unknown energy signature. What do we have here? Another equipment dock. And another turret factory. No turret factory supplier though, so this has very limited use. Because you're gonna have to start importing stuff from everywhere else. Tesla turret's still really good. Trinium R mining system. Triple plasma. Double point defense chain gun. Double pulse cannon. Double rail gun. Double bolters. Yeah, they're all right. Equipment dock. Trade equipment. It's all pretty trashy stuff. Fighters? Railgun fighters. Not bad, but expensive as holy hell. And they'll probably require Xanian to produce, which is not really something that I have. Nor that I'm currently actively mining. I have a salvaging fighter, but it's a standard salvaging fighter. Could be handy. Just getting a couple of salvaging fighters. And they are affordable. Alright, Venture. No, Vulture. Could you come over here for a second? Just ping me when you're here. In the meanwhile, we're going to check out this asteroid field. Or, well, whatever's out there. Anything? I have my detector, but it's just not detecting anything. Well, I guess we're done then. Oh shit. That right there is a pirate shipyard. That is not where you want to be. Nor is that. Oh, I'm so dead. I'm so fucking dead. I don't really care where we're going to put the additional generators, but we're going to put them down right now. There. I know it looks like shit, but I need the power. No! I need to survive for 30 seconds. Don't shoot me. Please. Don't shoot me. Oh, there's more. 20 seconds. Guys, you're not being very helpful. Jump, 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 jump. I don't really care where I jump. I just want to get away. Don't ruin my sports car twice, please. She's the only one I got. And I don't have a repair license either. Go! Oh, living on the edge right there. Right, let's switch to the vulture. Get our fighters. Okay, before I'm able to get the fighters for this ship, I'll first need to do a bit of an adjustment. I'll need a hangar. And that means I need room on the ship to land the fighters. I'll do that in the middle here. Let's set the grid size back to 0.5. And this back to 0.5 as well. It's going to add 8.7 hangar space. Jesus, that's not very much. need to align them on the center axis of the ship. 84. 128. 162. 175. They won't be able to launch out the front, but they'll be able to launch out the stern of the ship. So they're just going to have to do that. The alternative is to make it a bit taller, and that would allow ships... Oh, it's only 87.8. Yeah, it's because I'm in mirror mode. Let's make it a bit taller. That's 438.8. That's quite a lot of room. But that's good. I like that. Let's make them smaller. Give this thing its edge back, if you will. I'll have to build this manually, though. I want you to attach to this, but be severely smaller. There. So you got one exceptionally long flight deck over there. They won't be able to use the front because it's being obstructed by both this salvaging turret and these angles over here. Now they can use both the front and the rear. So let's put the titanium mining salvaging turret back up. And these ones... just... no, I'm just not going to place them back. Do I need the ship to be capable of producing additional fighters? That might not be a bad idea, especially if they're drawn up out of naonite. Let's see. Let's go for a naonite assembly block. And... oh, that turret's in the way again. This is going to add 180... no, 146 production capacity. It's not stellar. Let's see, if I add a couple more of these corners up here. And then just align the big assembly blocks over there. Merge everything. I'm producing at 272.7 per second. It looks like somebody just smashed a hangar on top of a, well, what seems to be a space catamaran. Which I guess is kind of accurate. It's not entirely unlike what I just did. Alright, where's the equipment dock? I need my fighters. There. Let's go get our guys. Do you also have pilots for sale? You do, but only 10 of them. Well, initially it's going to be enough. Now, you could argue that I'm building, or I'm buying the wrong type of fighter for my salvager. But the thing is, I never really consider a salvaging ship to be one of those ships that actively goes out and gets stuff like raw resources from a wreck. The way that I use my salvaging ships is to break up stuff that's been half and half destroyed, and then to use the stuff that the ship drops, whether they be upgrades or, well, weapon systems, of course. It's the stuff like that. That's what I want to find. Huh? Where are my salvagers? Oh. Maybe look in the right category. There. I'm gonna need trinium for this. Probably. If I want to build one... nah. 4,700 trinium. Alright, let's go and build one. In the meanwhile, put the turret back on. You are salvaging. And get the pilots. Otherwise, these things won't really matter. All of you, aboard. Maybe some standard crew to assist. And then... send her off to the scrapyard. Well... okay, that sounds wrong. I don't mean for the ship to be scrapped. I just mean for the ship to be able to go and scrap other stuff. Where's the scrapyard? Oh, it's there. I already passed it. Alright. Alright. Where's the scrapyard? Let's have a chat. I want to buy a license. No, I don't want to buy a crew. I want to buy a license. Alright. Now I can actively mine. I will, however, have to keep a very close eye on this mining license running out. At some point, I was young and innocent and didn't do that. Walked away from the computer, went to make a coffee. And what happened was that my salvaging ship was salvaging. But it was doing so without a license. So my reputation took a massive hit. And my once allies were not very allied anymore. So that's something I learned from, and that's something I will not be doing again. Always make sure you have a mining license. Or a salvaging license, not mining. Anyway, this ship can now be salvaging faster, and it should also be, well, hopefully mining enough terranium for itself, so that it'll keep building these fighters every 7 minutes. So it needs no more babysitting. I can go back to the Roadster. Very good. Vulture. Maintain salvaging operations. And I am going to look for more trouble. See if I can get this ship shot up again. Let's complete that sleek build here, if you want to call it that. Oops, there. My stuck-on generator there on the roof. I am wondering if I accidentally pushed the ship. No, I didn't quite push it beyond 320 yet. No, not even close. Alright, there's another pirate shipyard here. A range of 22 kilometers out. There. Sellable asteroid. Oh, there's more. I can already spot another one. Alright, let's finally put the ship to do what it was supposed to do, and that's find and claim asteroids. Pirates are doing their old threatening situation again. Sell it. 420,000. Sold. Where was the other one? This... It is a big chunk of asteroid, but I'm not sure if that's the right one. This one, though, is one. There's the pirates. These ones are not chasing me at the moment. Yep, I can sell this one off. It just got highlighted by the object detector. Can see a bit of trinium coming in from the salvaging birds. Claim, sell, 420. Next. That one. Really? That's gonna come out of my paint. Need to add one more thing to this ship. Structural integrity field generator. Okay, maybe a slightly bigger one. Really? Really? Well, there goes the nose. And to think that once back in the day, the ship was nice and sleek. Oh, it's also a bit taller. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That won't do. Structural integrity field generator should be as tall as that and no taller. And the second bit I'll put here, which means I have a bit of room in between. I have enough crew. I don't need more. I have enough power. Loads of power, actually. Maybe a shield gen. Shield up to 2,200. Without those, it's at 1.42. So yeah, this might help a little bit. Oops. Come on. Very good. Let's go get this asteroid. Oh, I don't have enough people? No, I do. But they're not being assigned to the right slots. There. Fixed. So this little trip just made me 1.2 million. 3 asteroids sold. And supposedly there might be more. If you're brave enough to just ignore the pirates. So far the pirates don't seem to be too interested in hunting me down. Works for me, I'll tell you that. Nope, we got everything here. Okay, last sector for this episode. Let's see what is in here. No bad guys, by the looks of it. Nope, we're alone. There is something over here that demands my attention. It is a beacon. Where is it? Here. Operation Exodus. Yep, it's one of those. The really, really big chunky asteroids. I can't really see any of them over there. The other asteroid field looks to be pretty big. Hello. Gotcha. Oh, and this one too. Yeah, I think I can sell both. That's another 800,000. No, I can't. This one's not sellable. This one is. Alright, let's get rid of that one. Well, get rid of. Sell it to the highest bidder. $425. Looks like a really big trinium rock here. Anything else? Because there is supposedly another valuable object in here somewhere. Oh, it looks like I just got a ton of trinium. That is probably the Venture. Yeah, the Venture is done mining and just ditched a whole bunch of trinium. Which is excellent, because that means I have plenty of materials to make more fighters. Both salvagers and mining fighters. Speaking of mining fighters, look at that. 7 provinces has been busy. Very busy. How many mining fighters do you have? Just the 3? This thing is filled to the brim with ores. Impressive. Anything else out here? Later on, I hope to find one of those systems that detects valuable objects, but doesn't just highlight them in a small area, but highlights them in the whole sector. Yeah, this is just going to be an endless quest of flying around the sector and hoping to find it. Anyway, with that, I'm going to end the episode. Today, a bit of progress has been made. Made a bit more money, now at 3.8 million. We now have a supposed mining-capable ship in the form of the provinces, which it was not originally designed to do, but it can do. The Venture, mining, well, mining a lot, in fact. It just emptied its cargo bay, and it's already sitting on another 21,000 trinium. And the vulture is picking up lots and lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. Alright, I'll send the vulture to go and empty itself. Anyway, we now also have the Roadster, this little thing right here. Quite capable of getting itself destroyed. But also, I think it has already made a return on investment simply by going out there and claiming a bunch of asteroids, which turn out to be quite lucrative. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comment section, and I shall see you guys soon for more episodes.